Good morning. It is Saturday, May 25th, I believe. We are into Memorial Day weekend. Yesterday was terrible. Well, last night was terrible. Yesterday wasn't so bad as I was able to make some money, so we ain't bitching about it. This morning, I'm actually going to head to the airport. I'm going to try to pull the Ben and Pascal method. Do not have on X yet, but as I get into that queue or start to get into that queue, I'm going to flip on X. Because as you can see here, Uber has a bunch of boosts, bonuses, whatever, the 350, 450, 550, whatever the hell it is. So I'm just curious as to how many rides I can get in that time frame, right? And to see how it works. I haven't done X out of the Fort Lauderdale airport queue in about 5 years. Pre-pause, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so listen, it's going to be a long day, long night. We got to make some money, y'all. God damn it, it's time for legends to be made. All right, we got the first rip off the street this morning. A $9 comfort ride. And of course, the rider wanted to know all about the Tesla. He was like, hey man, I'm going over here to Chevrolet dealer. Tell me what's so good about the Tesla. And so we had a nice conversation, and I told him, I've driven Cadillacs for a lot of years and and how much I enjoy the Tesla. And he says, what's the one thing you don't like about it? And I told him, well, it's a double-edged sword. See, I don't like the fact that you're burning through a lot more electricity because of the heat, because we're in July heat already in May. But I like the fact that I can idle and it'll stay the same temperature no matter what. Sorry, looking at the traffic light. Anyway, it was a good ride. It was $8.96 for the ride, and the guy just dropped me a $5 tip. Let's get to this airport and see what's going on with it, because they got the boost. I don't know which boost it is right now, but they got a boost going. So let's go see if we can make some money there. Now, I'm not saying their radar is perfect on Tesla. They got some issues. Because, yeah, those aren't semi-trucks going by. That'd be a train, Elon. That'd be a train. All right, so he sent me in for my first trip. It comes up and it tells me, don't laugh, y'all, I'm new to the X game. It's been about 5 years since I did X rides out of the airport. So it tells you, hey, we're going to go to the airport now, blah, blah, blah. I get that first request. I get to drive in. I'm heading in. The first request wants to send me down to the Port of Miami for like $23. And there was a $3.50 boost. So for Uber, they wanted me to go to Port of Miami, 20 miles south. I mean, y'all see it on the video here, for like $19. We wasn't doing that. That's foolishness. So then it gives me another request, picking up a Crystal, right? $10 going to Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, all right, that's the short trip. I can start the short trip stuff, right? Try to hustle a cash tip. I get into the pickup area. I check to see, she's not even making a move towards the pickup. So I assume she was still waiting on her luggage. See, this is the bullshit they play. So then I go and I check her, I check her rating. And as y'all can see, 4.2 rider. You know how many drivers you gotta piss off to be a 4.2 rider? I didn't see it when I accepted it. My bad. Whatever. We will be on the lookout again. She didn't show up. I canceled the trip. She tried to bullshit me and say, oh, I see you. She didn't see me because her little blue man was still sitting under the what you call it, the in the terminal. So whatever. Then I get $4 for the cancellation. I drive all the way back to the queue, sit there for about 5 minutes. Young man comes up, wants to ask me about, he's got the Model 3, wanted to know about the range on the Model Y, yada yada. Now it sends me back to the terminals. Let's see what they come up with now. So that last rider, Nora, listen, super nice person you saw, right? She was a much higher rated rider. And, I can do X rides as long as the riders are cool. Like she was. But like that last one that didn't make it on time, that we thank God we were able to cancel, the 4.2 rider, trying to shuck and jive you. This is the problem that these apps have and why they can't keep good drivers on the platform. Even though you spank us like children with our money, but then you throw these not so good riders on top of us and then treat us like we're the enemy. You know, we're the enemy of you, Uber and Lyft, DoorDash, Uber Eats, making money. We're the enemy, yet without us, you guys don't exist, right? And now we're the enemy of these not so nice riders that think they're entitled because we're getting paid $2.92 to drive their sorry, lazy butt from point A to point B. That's like, I don't know, 500 feet. Anyway, I'm not complaining today. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, we're charging back up for the day. We're going to start to employ, I'm going to go back to the airport though. Because if I can get $20 rides every 30, 40 minutes, I'm okay with that. Because that'll add up. Remember, I'm doing X. I have Comfort on. I have Premier on. So when I get the rider out of the airport and I take them where they got to go, we have Comfort and Premier on, and we'll try to run rides like that. So there's two ways I can do it. I can stop and wait, or I can start headed back to the airport again. Because them sending me to the queue, listen, there were two good rides there. We could have been okay. But we got one good one out of there, and so we'll continue to see what happens. All right, so we're at 111 and change for 6 trips. 4 of those trips out of the airport, X rides, which weren't bad. I'm not saying they're great, don't get it twisted. They weren't bad. As soon as I would get into the queue, whoop, I'd be spun right back out, start heading to the terminals. The difference is there's a couple of rides there I just wasn't willing to take. It was just horrible garbage. So you got to cycle through and hope you hit one in those first 3 rides, or else they send you back to the queue, which happened on the last time. And then, you know what's so sad about that shit? As soon as I got back to the queue, whoop, send me right back to the damn terminal. Whatever, Uber, you ain't punishing me. Anyway, and the other 2 trips, one was this morning, the 8-hour trip, or the $8 trip. And then at the end, when I dropped off, I got a Comfort trip. Now what I'm doing, when I get out of the airport, I turn X off, leave on Comfort, leave on Premier, so if something pops up, I can get the ride. And then when I get back towards the queue, then I'll throw X back on. That's all. Simple, no fuss, no muss. Uber driver here, getting some sleep. Good for him. So I'm charging up now. So I hear what killed me was that there were no requests in between my airport trips. So I'd wind up deadheading back towards the airport, even though I had the apps on. Now, there's another strategy that can be done, which is a pretty simple strategy. Pick up the ride, drop the passenger off, and then just stop right there. And then wait for your next ride. But that doesn't always work out. Anyway, it's got a little windy over here. So it doesn't always work out, but I think that's going to be this evening's strategy. I'm going to take some time off now. Like I said, I'm charging up for the night. And then go grab some dinner. And then I'll be back out later. Yeah! I got back to the car. Done my walk, done talking to you guys, and I get a Premier request, $114 and change, going from Del Rey to Miami International Airport. Now, you damn right I took it. That one ride paid me more than the previous 6 rides, so it puts me at $226.61 and 7 rides right now. You know, when I got into the airport in Miami, there was no traffic going in to departures. None. There was no traffic going down into arrivals. I mean, we're talking, what, 7:30 at night? 7:20, 7:30 at night? And no traffic at MIA? Something ain't right. Anyway, so obviously I did not get rematched. I dropped off at Delta again. It was at the end of the terminals. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or not. You know what? I'll know more next time I drop off down there, when I drop off early, like at American Airlines or something. Anyway, so I drove up here, stopped, got a cheat code. I know I'm cheating a lot today on the sodas, but the hell with it today. And now I'm in the FLL lot because I need to take a quick nap. So I'm not on X right now. I'm just on Comfort and Premier and on Lip Black. And we will see what happens with that. Nice ride though, man. Yeah, I tell you, it's those rides you don't see coming that we gotta have in order to make the night worth the while. So, all right, let's see what we do the rest of the night, y'all.